Pleased to be joined by head coach South Plains College, Coach Michelle Wyatt joins us. Coach, we talked after the ball game on Monday night, and boy, what another good road win for you. And we talk a lot about winning on the road. You know, win at home, defend your home court, steal a few on the road. You've taken more than a few now. That's another big win for you. I thought at Snyder.
You know, there's no question, and it doesn't matter where they are in the standings. I mean, you have to go, you have to go win, and you have to play well, and everybody shoots it better on their home court, and everybody's just more comfortable there. And so it doesn't matter. I mean, you have to get up, you have to be ready to go, and like I tell the kids, the next huge game is the one we're about to play. And so I was really proud of us. You know, it kind of is cold in there, and we had a few excuses and got off to a slow start. But I knew if we just kind of stayed with it that I thought we could wear them down. I really did think our defense was kind of the key, just to get us some easy baskets and kind of get us a little bit of a lead there. And then I thought we settled in pretty good.
That's really, I think, becomes the key to this. Other than a couple of early threes, I thought defensively you were very, very good. And defense, you know, it's been the kind of the way this team has gone. Defense has dictated offense, and the offense eventually caught up by the end of the night.
Yeah, there's no question. And that's what, these kids are smart, and like we've talked about, we watch a little bit of video, we walk through what the other team is going to do, and they remember it. They pick up on it, and they want to know, and they execute it pretty well. And the more we go on in conference, the more they're used to doing that. And so I really thought that we kind of took them out of what they were trying to do, and then we did create some easy baskets, and that's easy offense. And we need some of that. I mean, we try to get about 10 points in transition each game, and then, I think that's really helped us.
I don't know if you recruit for it or it's something you've got in the water, or maybe you got them out running with your track coaches, but this is a team that it seems to me is so durable to go out and have three players play 40 minutes. And grant you, they're gonna fatigue, but they don't really show it. It seems to me like a team that's as fast in the back five as they are in the front five.
Yeah, there's no question. And we do need to get those kids more rest, and we're trying to a little bit. And we really try to manage the timeouts pretty well and use them all and to give them those breaks. And then we have the media timeouts, and that helps. But, yeah, these kids, I mean, they know going in that they're probably going to get a lot of minutes, and they play hard. I mean, there's not many times that you don't see them working really, really hard, and so it is a credit to them and just their ability to keep themselves in that kind of shape.
It was another instance, I think, for this team as well as sticking to a game plan. It's easy for a team, especially on the road, to get down a few buckets, and then you start to panic a little bit. You do some things that are out of character. His team just seems like not much bothers them, that they just kind of stay on that page where you put them, and they go with that page and until it comes out the right way.
There's no question. This is a group that doesn't get too high and doesn't get too low, and that's what you want. I mean, when we win, they're excited about that and they feel good about it, but they don't just go over the top with it. And then when we lose, we don't. It's the same way. It's not the end of the world. And I think that's the way they play. I mean, if they get down a few points, they just chip away and come back, and if they keep a lead, they just try to maintain that. But they're even keeled. That's their personalities, and that's the way they practice. They come every day ready to go, and it does carry over into the games.
You're about to stick your head out the backside of what seemed like a pretty brutal road trip or a pretty brutal road schedule here. Now you've got Howard on the road. You got to go to Big Spring and play them before you get to come home. What are some of the concerns with the Howard College Hawks coming into this next game?
Well, they're definitely the best three-point shooting team in the league. They have three kids that can really shoot it well, and when they played here, they did shoot it well, and so we know on their home floor that they're more comfortable there and are probably going to continue to shoot it well. And so we really got to guard well on the perimeter. We've got to try to keep them in front of us where we're not having to help so much, and they get those threes off really quick. And so we've got to try to guard our man and stay in front of us. And then post players just doing a good job of showing some good help. And we know what we're up for. And so we worked on it a little bit yesterday. We'll work on it some more today. But it's really going to depend on how we can guard their three-point shooters.
It seems to me defensively this is a pretty good matchup, kind of a basketball team you're coaching, though. Brainerd is so versatile the way she plays. Tashina Moore, I think, she's really versatile the way and I think Rafika Fattar and Ainjan Zigwe in their own right are getting more versatile as time goes. So I think it really has to be a very good asset to a coach on a defensive side.
Yeah, there's no question, because IJ can get out and guard on the perimeter, and Rafika actually easily can. And so any team, if they get into some 4-out, I mean, Jazz can, we obviously know that, but any team that runs some 4-out stuff or even 5-out, our post players are very comfortable getting out and guarding. And then they're also doing a great job of guarding their man inside. So it does help. And we may try to mix it up a little bit and put Jazz or IJ on one of their guards, put a little bit bigger kid on there where it's a little harder for him to shoot over those taller kids and that are pretty good athletes and stuff. So we're going to kind of mess around with it today, but don't be surprised if we don't try that a little bit.
Anything change offensively, or is this still exactly the same basketball team? I mean, I guess if it's not, it's kind of a dumb question. If it's not broke, don't fix it, I suppose.
You know, exactly. We do. We have added a couple sets. I mean, we try to run a lot of different things. We really try to execute well. I think that's the teams that we try to put out there is ones that execute. And so we're pretty versatile in what we can do. If we think we've got some mismatches inside, we'll run the things to try to get our post player shots. And if we think that our advantage is on the perimeter, then that's what we run. But we're pretty versatile in what we can do, and then obviously trying to push and transition. And so, yeah, we're still adding. I mean, we added a little bit of zone stuff yesterday. I think Howard may run some zone, and so we just want to be ready for it.
I think we've touched on a little bit, but this is a basketball team. Watching them play comes off as a team that's got a very good basketball IQ, and I think it credits that when you talk about the number of different things you're able to do, how quickly you can say, okay, this isn't working, let's go here, cash in on it a couple of times, they adjust, you adjust. It just seems to me like the basketball IQ is through the roof.
It is, and we've even made more in-game adjustments this year than we probably have in the past. I mean, we always try to at halftime adjust to what we need to think that we can do better, but there's been a few times this season that I've called some timeouts, and we've made some big adjustments, and they've just kind of done it on the fly. And it may not be some things that we've practiced so much, but they can see it. I can see where we need to, may have an advantage, and they do. I mean, and that's a credit to their high school coaches. That's a credit to them just being kind of basketball junkies that like to watch the game and know how to play it. And so it's fun to coach kids like that.
Coach, same as that time for this one. Final thoughts for us before we get ready to go to the floor and take on the Hawks.
No, we're ready to go. I mean, we'll have another good day of practice, get back down on our home floor today, and so we'll have a good day, and we'll see what we can't get done tomorrow.
All right, Coach, appreciate your time as always. Look forward to seeing you after the ball game on Thursday.
All right, thanks.